Begin in child's pose on the mat, bringing our big toes to touch. As we exhale, we'll nestle ourselves deeply into our thighs, letting our forehead hit the floor. You can also sway back and forth, left and right for a massage. Take one big inhale. Exhale, open mouth side out. Another inhale. Exhale, open mouth side out. Biggest inhale yet. Take another sip. Exhale, open mouth side out. All right, begin to launch ourselves forward into tabletop, placing your shoulders over your wrist and your hips over your knees. We'll exhale and dome our spine for cat. Inhale, expand our bellies for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. Once more. Exhale for cat. Inhale for cow. We'll then transition into the bird dog. And we will lift up our left leg and our right arm. So we're lifting up the opposite leg and opposite arm. And then lower. And then lifting up the right leg and the left arm. Then lower. Getting our core just warmed up just a little bit. Left leg, right arm. Right leg, left arm. One more round. From tabletop, we'll then transition into our low plank here, placing our forearms on the ground, spiking up on the back of our toes, and we will go back and forward. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then roll side to side. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Press up into high plank. Then exhale, downward facing dog. Pedal out your feet, ground through the triads of your hands. Press forward. And begin to take small steps towards the top of the mat. Just fold here. And ever so slightly, begin to bring yourself up into mountain pose. With your head the last to rise. We'll circle sweep our arms. Bring them into prayer center. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shin. Spine and neck is engaged. Exhale, forward fold. Once more, hands to shin. Exhale, plant your hands on the mat for plank. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Have 3 more rounds. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Once more. Inhale, rise to your toes. Exhale, step, hop, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise, Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, plant your hands, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Lift up with our right leg facing down towards the mat. And then bring it through for high crescent, keeping the back leg spiked here. We will then have a pretty big dynamic movement here. I'll demo it first, where we will raise up into one-legged Tadasana, then bring back into high crescent. And so engaging our lower core for the movement and also helping us keeping our balance. So we will inhale, one-legged Tadasana, exhale, high crescent. All right, got 4 more rounds of that. So inhale, one-legged Tadasana, exhale, high crescent. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, exhale, high crescent. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, exhale, high crescent. Once more, inhale, one-legged Tadasana, exhale, high crescent. Inhale, one-legged Tadasana, then exhale, bringing that foot back for warrior 3. Keeping a water bend in our right leg, chest is still up. So you can kick that left leg just a little bit higher. And then exhale, warrior 2 to the top of the mat. Keeping that heel arch alignment and grounding through the outsides of our right foot here while keeping strong arms. Inhale, tip it back for peace. Gazes up to the sky. And then we're going to Trikonasana for triangle. Extend as far as we can until we can't anymore and straighten our leg for triangle. I also love like a block or a small prop here. So we're trying not to sink into the mat or the prop. We're actually trying to keep ourselves lifted as possible as we engage in those obliques. Then inhale, peaceful triangle, keeping the front leg still straight. We'll frame our foot, Chaturanga, take our flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll do the same on the left side now. So we will lift up our left leg, the foot is facing towards the mat, still grounding through the triads of our hands, and then step it through for high crescent. Spiked up on our back foot, shoulders are relaxed, pinkies are dialed in, still keeping shoulders stacked over our hips and everything going parallel. And then we'll do the same as what we did on the left side. We'll raise for one-legged Tadasana and then exhale back for high crescent. So inhale, one-legged, exhale, high crescent. 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 Then we'll move on to one-legged Tadasana. Exhale, slowly but surely, warrior 3. Keeping a proud chest. Lifting up that back leg just a little bit more, keeping everything flat and parallel. Then exhale, warrior two. I'll go this way so you guys can see me. Warrior two, grounding through the outside of your right foot. Your knee should be in between your two biggest toes. Okay. Inhale, peaceful warrior. Then exhale, straighten your foot, your leg. And then, like you're trying to reach out for a friend until you can't anymore, Trikonasana for triangle. Also have your prop here. Like I said, we're not trying to sink in, we're trying to raise ourselves up, keeping our gaze upward. And then rising back up, still keeping that straight leg for peaceful triangle. Exhale, frame your foot, chaturanga, take your flow. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll then meet on our backs, but we will do some yogi bicycles for about 45 seconds before we move to the cool down section of class. So I'm setting a timer to make sure we don't go over. Alrighty, laying on our back here, we're going to one leg up, and then we'll alternate our shoulders here. Keep alternating. Keep going. And it's okay if you let your feet are just on the mat and then you're just doing this. That's perfectly okay. But everyone else, keep alternating our knees. And we're trying to meet our elbow to our knee, not our knee is trying to meet our elbow. So, just got 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. From our yogi bicycles then, we will go ahead and slow it down and take a modified bridge. So keeping our palms placed flat on our mat, we will then begin to press ground through our heels and press through our glutes into our bridge pose. Just to counteract the core work that we did today. And slowly let it go. We'll then take our right leg and cross it over our left. You can also take a prop to bring the earth closer to you. And looking over your right shoulder. Ensuring that your right shoulder doesn't come up off the mat. Just 4 more breaths here. Release. Okay. Let the right leg extend on the mat or your opposite. Then take your left leg and begin to cross it over. You can also carry your prop over with you if you still have it. To let your left leg lie flat. And then pass your gaze over to the left side while your left shoulder stays flat on the mat. Have 4 more breaths. And release. Then take our block, place it underneath our tailbone or your prop, and we're just gonna do waterfall, placing our palms onto the mat. Just let our body hang here, keeping our feet flexed. And release. We'll shift our props over, and then we'll begin to bring our body into its resting point for the class today, letting our hands and fingers, shoulders lie where they will. Allow our breaths to become deeper. Release. Unfurl your brow and release your tongue from the roof of your mouth. Relax your jaw. Shavasana. Begin to bring back awareness to the body. Create small circles with your ankles and your hands. Stretch your legs and arms out long. Begin to fall to your favorite side. And press yourself up into seated pose. Begin to circle sweep your arms. Bring them at prayer center. The highest good in me honors, sees, and believes in the highest good in you. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. I hope you enjoyed Core Sculpt. I know I did. I'm so happy you're following along in the challenge. See you in my next video. Namaste.